At Enactus UCC, we would like to present two of our 4 projects, Reframe and Kangal. Our first project, Reframe, is extremely innovative, taking plastic waste and turning it into opportunity. Hi, my name is Hazel.
Hello, I'm Sam.
Hi, I'm Nessa.
Hi, I'm Michelle.
Hi, I'm Timothy, and this is Elvis on Tech.
We are Enactus UCC. Introducing Reframe, a group of students dedicated to sustainability and recycling. This team started researching the plastic waste crisis in Ireland, and the statistics they found were shocking. Did you know that in Ireland only 22.5% of plastic is recycled every year? 70% of plastic ends up in the incinerator. The thing is, plastic is extremely useful, but it's also a curse. Plastic that is incinerated releases dangerous chemicals into the atmosphere that contribute to air pollution. The alternative is landfill, but most plastics don't biodegrade. For example, HDPE takes 450 years to decompose. So we went to the drawing board and did up a needs assessment, and we found that there was one major hurdle to increasing plastic recycling. Plastic is inherently expensive and laborious to recycle. Each different type of plastic requires its own processes and equipment to recycle, making it easier and cheaper to just make new plastic, incinerate it. The financial incentive to recycle just isn't there.
However, we found we could create that financial incentive by turning plastic into valuable products. Our initial concept was to remold plastic into a bike frame, creating a new form of sustainable transport. However, talks with machinists showed that to create a bicycle-sized mold would be extremely costly. So with few other ideas left, we pivoted, scaled down, and we innovated. We created laptop stands by sheet pressing plastic. This then proved the minimum viable concept after we've sold many of them around campus. We got valuable feedback, and we saw that we could go further. In our market analysis, we found that the global skateboard market was worth $2 billion in 2020, rising at a CAGR of 3.1%. This is thanks to a new golden age of skateboarding, brought upon by social media, promoting the sport to the youth, especially young girls. And its inclusion as an Olympic sport has shown that it's a market with growing demand.
We took this opportunity and created our own plastic cruiser skateboard. Such a skateboard is not about doing tricks. Our skateboard is designed for ease of transport, targeted towards commuting students and young business professionals looking for a great alternative to short-distance public transport. It provides an affordable source of exercise while also allowing the consumer to relish in the fact that they're taking plastic out of the environment. Our skateboard is made from 100% recycled plastic sourced from the UCC campus and surrounding communities. We've researched the patent landscape, and we believe our manufacturing methodology and its application is novel, with several IP protection options that we will be continuing to explore in the future. Our skateboards cost a base fee of €99.99. Our moulding process means we do not incur any costs for material of the board. Our main costs are associated with labour and the wheels of the skateboard, creating a healthy profit margin of 42%. Our skateboards of this type are one of the most affordable and sustainable currently on shelves. It is currently available for sale on our online store and will soon be available in retail outlets across Cork with the aim of expanding this nationally. Our innovative product has a competitive advantage that no wooden skateboard manufacturer can enjoy. Our skateboards are recyclable.
Our customer Jane is out riding her skateboard, but what if it gets damaged after hitting a curb? Well, no worries, she sends it back to us and we remold it into a brand new skateboard. Through this innovative business model, we charge an annual warranty subscription of €25. The customer is covered for one full recycle of the skateboard. This annual subscription gives us recurring revenue and a profit margin of 52%, even if we have to recycle the skateboard. We officially launched our skateboards on the 26th of May 2022, and we've already agreed to a letter of intent from the most popular skateboard retailer in Cork. We're excited to work with them, and they're excited to stock our products. We are also excited to announce that Reframe has received an impending investment from a private investor of €50,000 to expand our manufacturing process.
In the near future, we are looking to bolster our retail and online sales, while also strengthening our distribution channels to tackle the higher market demand in the EU. Over the course of next year, our sales forecast is 200 skateboards and a 47% uptake in subscriptions, bringing in a total revenue of €22,350. Our skateboards provide the long-term impact by adding value to waste plastic, and also while allowing the consumer the sustainable and affordable alternative to short-distance travel. It allows the consumer to travel while exercising and helping the environment by reducing the harmful effects waste plastic has.
Next up, we'd like to introduce Kangal, a project that focuses on inclusion and empowerment. This team focuses on the 7,000 people living in direct provision across Ireland, 1,000 of which live in Cork County. This is Kangal's fourth and final year as a UCC project, having evolved and changed over time to accommodate the needs of the people we wish to impact. Through building a direct relationship with the Cork Migrant Centre and conducting face-to-face interviews, Kangal has gone from a general career teaching project to a fully fledged business. We've had the great opportunity to be able to hand this business over to the women who are directly involved in its running, making it a fully independent enterprise.
Through one of our coffee and chats with the residents, we realised there was a real desire within direct provision to upskill by learning practical product making and entrepreneurial skills. To do this, we created a strong business plan with Saoirse, Ethnic Hands on Deck, a co-op proudly created by the women we work with. We provided material and training via workshops, which created immense skill and a real Enactus can-do attitude. Through market analysis, Kangal discovered that the candle market is a €9.2 billion industry. This is primarily due to the fact that candles are a perfect gift for any occasion and that they have become a focal point in home decor, with customer-focusing demand towards organic scented candles.
That is why the project has created a line of Kangal scented candles and accompanying lip balms. These products are made of materials that are environmentally friendly and of high quality. Each candle is sold for €13, and the materials cost us approximately €5.50. €5 goes towards paying a fair wage to the asylum seeker who manufactured the candle. The final €2.50 goes towards growing the business, allowing us to create an online shop, update and improve our packaging and labeling. We sell each lip balm for €5, and the cost of production is €1. €2.50 goes towards direct provision, and the remainder to the business. Kangal's business success has been down to the women's dedication, and they are our unique selling proposition. The purchase made by the customer directly helps those in direct provision. This year, we sold 242 units in 5 market stalls, bringing in a total revenue of €3,039. We project €9,500 next year in sales through markets and stocking our products with retailers.
This year, we've had a fantastic partnership with Qualcomm, an American multinational semiconductor company. We formed a unique relationship where Qualcomm would donate its old laptops to Enactus UCC for distribution amongst asylum seekers across Cork. 40 laptops worth a total of €16,800 have been donated and given directly to students and residents living within direct provision. Now, this made a significant impact once the pandemic went into full swing and schools were online. It allowed these students access to laptops instead of having to struggle on their phones in order to do homework and study. We are in continued talks with them to provide another batch of laptops and TVs within the coming months. And we even took this a step further, and using our equipment, we saw that we could alleviate significant stress from students in direct provision by providing them with grinds in multiple STEM subjects. We did this at no cost to us. By simply using networking and our strong community relationships, we teamed up with the UCC Library and peer support leaders in order to provide these students with educational opportunities. This meant that not only did these students perform better in their exams, but it also encouraged them to see STEM fields as a future career opportunity.
Additionally, we are so grateful to have won the first place prize in the City Pathways to Progress Showcase. Thanks to the amazing mentoring and the vital seed funding, Kangal was able to reach its full potential and outgrow Enactus UCC. I'm also really proud to say that as of yesterday, the project has been handed over to the empowered women of the Cork Migrant Centre, who are already doing fantastic work, organising markets around Cork and adding Kangal's products to their website. After a few years of very prosperous relationships, Kangal is taking a step back into an advisory role, and Enactus UCC is continuing its relationship with the Cork Migrant Centre in any way it can. This is all thanks to Kangal.
Women just love it, and it's something they're all able to do, whereas other things they're not able to do. They're all able to manage this because it's small, it's simple, and
the human interaction is very important, maybe even more so than learning a new skill. To be with other women that understand the journey we are going through and the hardships we face is comforting. The learned skills provide me with opportunities to earn a bit of money.
Now I know how to make candles and lip balms. This helped a lot during the pandemic, as we'd be locked in our rooms most of the time, and making candles was something to take our minds off the daily life of the pandemic, which affected everyone, moreover those living in direct provision.
That is how, at Enactus UCC, we demonstrated entrepreneurial leadership by identifying the need for educational and entrepreneurial opportunities within direct provision, while also pivoting our business model to skateboards when faced with monetary hurdles. Reframe showcased innovation by engineering our own solution that gives value to plastic waste and makes short-distance transport accessible, and by creating a new business model that allows a customer to recycle a broken product. By using business principles and leveraging relationships, Kangal has created a strong business plan that has now been taken over and handed to the women that are in direct provision.
We made sustainable and positive impact on our Earth by recycling the equivalent waste of 1.5 people annually. We have also impacted people educationally by affording opportunities, and we bolstered prosperity in direct provision by helping add income and add to their entrepreneurial spirit. We raised €75,000 this year through direct impact and pending funding. We worked with 150 people that we impacted, and we also had 14 of the 17 Sustainable Development Goals reached in our projects. We really capitalized on what it means to be an Enactus student this year and reached heights like never before.
We are Enactus UCC.
Your social impact!
Thanks for doing a well-done presentation, and also well done for syncing your video to your presentation, which was excellent, perfect. And I'm sorry for being always focused on the risk. In reframe skateboard, even though it's a golden age, skateboarding is not the safest thing you can decide to do. Does the skateboard need a CE certification, or do you have it before retail sales? And I have a little follow-up question if I may.
With regards to that, yeah, there is certain European standards that would need to be achieved for all retail, and that's something that we're looking to work further as we can scale with the investment that we achieve. Scaling it further, reaching that CE certification with a notified body and being able to get them out across the whole EU without any legal worries or issues with standards. But it is something that we have considered, and as part of the manufacturing process that we're making sure that we do reach those so there is no issues when we're applying for certification.
Great, thank you. Quick follow-up. The €25 a year subscription, which is an interesting twist of the model. Sensitivity testing that €25 for your market. Can you say anything about how you've arrived at that figure? Thanks.
Yeah, so through the market research that we've done is that the percentage of uptake that we've seen for the subscription, that's the average that will be in the same market. So average for consumers will be a 47% uptake. So we believe that it would be an actual subscription that our consumers would actually pay for. And would actually be very beneficial to them.
If compared to the price of re-getting your wooden skateboard that you've broken, after a while you would actually see you would be saving money after a while. So that's something we'd also bring awareness to as well with our product.
Thank you, and well done on that. Just a question around the skateboard itself and the USP around it. No, it's plastic, okay, so I get that. A competitor could come in and probably do something like that, but is there anything else that you see as competitive about it, like in terms of pricing or the shape or anything about it? Is there anything you've looked at in terms of that on the competitive side?
So, if I can answer that, the main thing with regards to competitiveness, we have the opportunity to patent certain opportunities. We have looked at the patent landscape and we found that there is gaps within the market, specifically for recycled plastic skateboards, mainly through thermosetting and compression molding. There's no set patent for that at the moment, so it's something that we could potentially consider, as well as our specific manufacturing methods are covered through trade secrets, and it's something that we haven't found anywhere available, and it's some methods that we developed as we were building the prototype, and we found that there's a unique advantage. Simply put, the skateboards are just a recycled product that's kind of really tying into the current environment about sustainability, about recycling, and we found, especially with the skateboarders and the community that we spoke with that actually do skateboard, that it is a very important part of the community.
Like I mentioned, the original idea was a bike frame, so it just does show that the technology can be applied into any sort of avenue that we see a potential market for. I mean, if you look around most cities, you'll see people flying around on electric scooters. That is something that this is almost perfect for. So it also does add that for competitiveness. It's really just understanding the concepts of how to make it. After that, it can be used in a number of avenues.
Well, quick question. Have you got a secure supply chain for the plastic? I'm interested to see how you secure enough plastic to produce all the skateboards on a regular basis.
So the plastic is actually collected from around UCC, from the campus, because if you don't know anything about UCC, it's basically like a town within a town. It produces quite a lot of plastic. And then we're also in talks with a lot of cafes and businesses around Cork, simply because the kind of plastic that we use, HDPE, is actually what is used to make milk cartons. So a lot of cafes and restaurants will produce a lot of plastic, the kind of plastic that we're looking to collect, so they will be able to give it to us. We're also, this year we hosted a couple of events where we were encouraging UCC students to recycle plastic. For example, we did something called a talking bin, where we had a bin on campus with a speaker with Sam speaking to students, asking them to recycle, saying funny things, and just kind of lifting the stigma around recycling and just kind of encouraging people in general.
Good presentation. Good job in securing that €75,000 fund investment. Two-part question. You said 50,000 of spending. Why is that pending? The second part is, what will you use that investment going forward?
Yeah, so it's a good question. Simply put, we're currently in the negotiating stages. We basically established the basic price points, what the money will be used for, and then we're just finalizing the details in a concept over the next month or so. The actual money will be used for the moulding process. So the issue we're currently facing is we can create prototypes, we can create a certain amount of skateboards, but we're using a wooden mold. And that's limiting because we can simply not have continuous manufacturing. But what the investor is basically saying is they can provide an aluminium and a steel mold for us, so we can create the skateboards at a higher rate and at a stronger pressure, meaning the skateboards have a higher tensile strength and they can withstand.
Sorry, your time is now complete. Please join me in thanking the team.